Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sugar Stories. I guess the third episode because I don't know about this anymore. Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie. This was actually this episode was actually meant to be how I joined the UHC community. I have that actually rendered and uploaded and everything on my YouTube channel at the moment. But something sort of came up that I personally think is more important than how I joined the UHC community because it is a story I've actually told before. So I just want to basically talk. There's not going to be a longer episode of Sugar Story. It's just going to be something that very recently came up that I feel like I really need to talk about. Aureus Pupillam. For those who don't know, Aureus Pupillam was a Reddit recorder round. I'm assuming people know because I played it not too long ago. Uh, Aureus Pupillam was a recorder round on the Reddit, a very long-standing recorder round that lasted for 11 seasons. I think about 2 days ago, about the 28th, 29th of November, Dibs and Heroin officially announced that they are ending Aureus Pupillam, and that season 11 was the last season. There was maybe an idea to make a season 12, but due to the fact that they didn't really have the time to do it. They just decided to leave it as it is. So yeah, but to basically, they put something on the AP Reddit that they actually put on Twitter as well, just to basically quickly um, give an update. Is well, basically just skim basically what. Basically, to skim basically what was said in this note, I'll put it on screen now. Basically, it's been a while. Why do I keep saying basically? It's been a while since the last time we updated you what's happening with the round. As many of you know, or skeptical. Why can't I'm fucking English? I should be able to speak this. Or concerned with its future. Unfortunately, there isn't an easy way to say this. The two of us have decided to end Aureus Pupillam. I know this may upset many of you, but listen to the reasons we have for ending it off. They go on to basically explain that their lives are going in different directions. Neither much are playing UHC. Heroin is currently surviving at uni of sorts. Dibs just has no interest in Minecraft. That type of stuff. So they just left it as it is. There was a lot of questions whether Aureus Pupillam was going to have what's it called? A final season or going to be passed on to somebody else, and obviously that's not what's happened. So yeah, I guess my video isn't basically to announce this. It's been announced fucking everywhere. Twitters have been posting their goodbyes. I even posted some on my Twitter, which basically was like, "Thanks for having the great round." Like this video is basically me saying my appreciation for the recorder round. I mean, when I joined AP, it was season 3. The only other recorder round I was in at the time was To the End. Excuse me. And it was such a good round. It genuinely was. I mean, it was solid. There was a lot of great people in it when I joined to even when it ended, and I played 8 seasons. What 3 to 9 and then 11. Didn't play season 10, 2, or 1, which is arguably the best few seasons. Not gonna lie. Um, excuse me. Um, I mean, I've tried to make it clear of what I wanted to say in this type of stuff. But I mean, this is the second time I've tried to record it. The first one I just rambled on about stuff that I just didn't feel like it was important. So I'm having a bit of a hard time knowing what to say. I could just be like, make it simple. But I basically will just want to make the idea that through the entire time I've been viewing YouTube, the majority of it, I was part of the recorder round that was Aureus Pupillam, and I played with some fantastic people. I played against some fantastic people. I learned quite a lot about organizing from Dibs and Heroin when I shortly took over To the End, and it gave me a good idea of what to do when I did take over To the End. I've had experience, now doing that. If I ever wanted to start a recorder round, I knew I could do it based on watching other people and doing it myself, and mainly Dibs and Heroin did a fantastic job of keeping it pretty light-hearted and organizing it pretty simple. I mean, at the end of the day, AP wasn't anything too original when it came to game modes. I mean, Season 1 was vanilla, Season 2 was vanilla, Season 3 was vanilla, Season 4 was compensation, Season 5 was vanilla, Season 6 was... Well, I mean, I could keep going, but it wasn't the most unique round on game mode sense, but it was still one of the most well-received and most popular recorder rounds on the Reddit, and there was a reason for that, because it was entertaining, and I think that's what Dibs and Heroin should be proud of the most, is that you see rounds come onto this every single day that people are just like, oh, okay, I guess that's there. But there'll always be the 3 big recorder rounds that started very long ago. I guess it's now 2. when they started, they was incredibly popular. They're still going nowadays. Well, there was until recently, uh, which was APRNI and WMC. They were three of the original, I think, like 5 recorder rounds that was ever uploaded. Um, I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me on that one. Um, but yeah, it's a shame because obviously it really did help me get my position in the community, if that makes sense, as being known as who I am. I mean, I'm known as a meme in most cases, but I mean, it connected me to a lot of fantastic people. I mean, I'm very, very grateful for where it got me in the UHC community. If I remember correctly, I joined AP, and then obviously people knew who I was. Then I actually got into Nexus, and that's its own different story. I'm sure it's one of the two ways round. Either Nexus got me into AP, or AP got me into Nexus, because then people knew who I was, and that type of stuff. But I mean, I guess the point of this shorter sugar story is, and I guess this is directly at Dips and Heroin and everybody involved. Um, you guys should be proud, because you made arguably the best recorder round that there has ever been on the Reddit. With such a simple concept, with such a stupid ass name. I can finally say it. It's such a fucking ridiculous name. Whose idea was that? Like, seriously, whose idea was that? Aureus Pupillam? Are you fucking kidding me? It's not even right. It's meant to be Latin for golden apple. It's not even right. Seriously, if you Google Aureus Pupillam, it doesn't come out as golden. What the fuck was that? So we just banged in the background. My point is that Dibs, Heraldin, if you, I'm assuming you're gonna watch this because it's gonna have it in the title. I can say on behalf of everybody who ever played AP, on behalf of everybody who watched AP, who made the montages, who helped with the intros, who supported it from season 1 to season 11, you did an absolutely fantastic job of making a recorder round that people will remember. And Heraldin, you're off at uni. I really wish you the best with that. Dibs is doing his own streaming stuff from what I can see on his channel occasionally. Um, and that's really, really cool. So, I mean, I guess the point of this video is to just say thank you for, firstly, having me a part of your recorder round, but secondly, making such a great recorder round itself. So, as much as you want to thank us for being part of it, I think we all want to thank you for making it and making the opportunity there. Because personally, myself, it pushed me so far in the community that I can make this video and say thank you. I mean, my old channel had 1,800 subscribers, partially thanks to AP, whether it was the record around or itself, or made me grow beyond that. And this channel itself, I was asked to join back AP, and this is already at 960, and I've gone a different way to what Reddit and record arounds is. I've left a lot quite recently, and AP coming to the end is just, that maybe that's it for record rounds for me personally. I think there's like 1 or 2 I plan to stay in, and I won't play every season of that, knowing myself. But yeah, I guess the main point of this video, and I've said it twice now, so the last time I say it is thank you so much for all the work you've done on behalf of everybody who ever watched, recorded, or played Aureus Pupillam. And I really, really wish you both the best of luck in the future, no matter what you decide to do. I'm assuming that sometimes we'll still be able to keep up and chat, that type of stuff. I know, obviously, I'm in the Hypixel community. You guys are in your own little TeamSpeak group that don't really play UHC anymore. Now, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it on the Reddit standpoint, when the Reddit was in its prime, I think AP was in its prime. And, AP was definitely a solidified part of the Reddit history. And in a year or two's time, when AP is not a thing and nobody really cares about AP, I think there'll still be a select few of us that'll be able to go back and watch some of the recorded round montages, and just be like, I'm really glad that this existed. I'm really glad that this happened. I'm really glad this was put together. I'm really glad that it will always be there. And even if UHC dies in a few years' time, which there's a chance it could, it's AP will always be there. There's nothing that will ever take AP away, and those who experience that will be a unique set of people, if that makes sense. So from the genuine nicest part of my heart, as little as that may be, thank you very much for all the work you've done, and I really do wish you the best of luck in the future with whatever the hell you're doing. Rest in peace. R.I.P. R.I.P. So yeah, that'll do the fucking 3rd official episode of Sugar Stories. Obviously I have Net Weeks to come out, which is going to be basically how I joined the community. If you guys have any requests for future episodes that you'd like me to talk about, leave it in the comment section below. And for today, that will be it. Thank you very much. Bye bye.